Welcome back to the battlefield. Today, I need to play some catch-up because it has been quite a while since I have played this campaign. So let's see exactly where things were left off. We're gearing up to try and eliminate some of these armies that Parsa has floating around the area. We've got Kartli moving off to the east to, I presume, to fight Parthia. Yeah, so they're going after Parthia. They're not going to survive with just one army, but that's fine. We're not involved with that war, so it doesn't really matter. On our western front, things look fine, so we can move on quickly from there. Down here, I can't remember whether I had decided to be a bit defensive until I could kind of secure this northern area and bring these armies down. I think that is probably the intelligent play to make. These guys need to go and get just a little bit of replenishment going. Let's see, I wonder, if I send them to Raga, will they get any replenishment? I'm not sure, but I don't know if it's worth taking all of the extra turns to send them all the way back this direction first. Because I need them down here to quickly deal with all of these armies, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6, 7, 8 armies down here to deal with. And that's a lot. Let's see, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 armies ready. 5 armies ready. A 6th army recruiting. I think we'll be okay on this little front line. I don't expect the AI to send armies up here to attack me in Hekatompelos. Even if they do, it's a walled settlement. I should be able to hold it fairly easily, I hope. So let's go ahead and send this army back for some replenishment. Hopefully that can go quickly in these regions. Down here, I don't want my armies to just be sitting still, but I think if I just go charging in there, these armies are going to get wiped out, and then I'll be left defenseless on my southern border. And obviously that would not be a good thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and wander up here a little bit and just see what we see. I actually need my spy. Where are you? I need my spy to come check this area out. In the meantime, we will just go ahead and fortify. This army is up to full strength. Go ahead and fortify in the enemy region just to hopefully save my ally a little bit of a food crisis. I don't know if that actually affects the AI at all. I have tasked my ally with taking out that army. Hopefully they can manage it. If not, hopefully at least they can keep it busy. Next turn, I think I'll jump out of this city and attack this army. They've got a lot of cavalry, so that might not be the best idea. But I can't just let these armies sit around forever. I need to start wiping them out. These guys can just keep playing a bit of a defensive game on my border over there. The goal is to never need them, but obviously I want them to be ready in case they are needed. Now let's see, my tax rate is level, which is good to see. Food, public order, banditry, everything looks under control in my 3 main provinces. I could do with some more food here, but I'd hesitate to spend too much more money at the moment. As my current army is, or my new army is recruiting, it's going to reduce my income substantially. Galatia, why is your public order still not great? Cultural differences. Well, unfortunately, I don't have the build slots available to build more temples at the moment. So I'll just have to deal with that one. I would like to start taxing Mada sooner rather than later, but I think for now maybe the public order is a good idea, because I'm not in desperate need of the extra 2 grand over this end turn. Yeah, so let's just not tax them. Over here we wouldn't even make any money out of it anyway, not anything substantial. Loyalty, we're actually in the positive, which surprises me a little bit. The royal family looks fine. This guy needs to get married, but he obviously needs quite a bit more influence first, so we'll have him throw some money around. Our diplomatic sphere looks like we're pretty much under control everywhere. I am somewhat interested in trading with Knossos, but because they are at war with Sparta, I think maybe it's not a good idea. Alright, let's go ahead and end the turn. I don't think there's anything else to be done, no level ups that need to be taken care of. And he's just managing public order, so that's fine. Do want to give just a quick apology to the people that have been following this campaign closely as I have been uploading it live. Just sorry for the wait in between episodes. Again, just a reminder, this YouTube channel is basically just I play whatever I feel like playing, and I upload what I feel like uploading. I'm not really on any sort of strict schedule or anything. It's mostly just for fun for me. I figure it'll be more enjoyable to watch if I'm having fun playing it, so if I'm not in the mood, I'm not going to force myself to play it. Okay, getting that big old extra money dump is really nice. That seems a little silly to me. They just spent 1 turn in enemy territory, and they got the military setback. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Alright, spy. Take a look down here and see what you can see. Okay, there could be a good opportunity to sack a settlement down here. Get some extra money. Looks like a fairly weak garrison, so that probably is a good idea.
A man has many faces. As you command.
Go ahead and send our spy that direction next turn. Now, I am immediately regretting my decision to send this army back the other way instead of through here, because now they are not in position to defend Raga, and I cannot pull these guys out of Hekatompelos unless this army is dealt with. So, let's go see if we can deal with these guys. What are we going to be up against? A lot of skirmishing power. I'm hoping they just stay in their fortifications. If they decide to charge out of their fortifications, that could be really, really bad for me.
At your command.
Let's go ahead and fight this and see what happens. Because if I clear these guys out, I could potentially send this army over to the other city to defend it. Alright, what are we working with here?
As you command. Our orders. On watch. Waiting orders. We are ready.
Wow, they actually have pikemen. I'll be honest, I was not expecting that. Okay, it might actually be a good idea to offset my artillery a little bit so the first volleys aren't obstructed by this wall if they decide to charge out at me. That being said, okay, I do have the range. I was misreading all of the unit range indicators. Okay, let's put the horse archers to one side. We really need to make sure we guard our missile units in this fight.
We await your orders.
Just start the spearmen. You know what? I can actually
Spearmen.
do an even smaller group just because there's so many men in these Thoreo spear units.
We await your orders. Noble spearmen. Orders. We are at your command.
Go ahead and move these guys up in front of the artillery and take a look at what the AI is doing. So they appear to be charging out immediately, which is not the situation I was hoping for. I'm not sure what happened with these spears, but let's go ahead and fix that real quick. Get these slingers in position behind them and let them fire at will. Move these couple of spear units forward, keep this one in reserve, let the general come up to this flank. Now I really need to hope to do a lot of damage with the artillery in this area,
The walls are breached.
because otherwise the artillery is just not going to be very effective, and that's a lot of my balance of power sitting in these three units. I'm actually going to tell one of them to target this heavy shock cav, just to try and soften it up a bit. Okay, the slingers should hopefully start to target these very light missile units. Go ahead and tell our horse archers to do the same.
The walls are breached.
Okay, these guys are no longer hitting anything useful, so change targets to some of their missile cavalry, because that is what I can't really deal with effectively at the moment.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Of course, that said, we're dealing with them fairly effectively. Hopefully they don't get a good charge here. I need these guys ready to counter their very heavy shock cav. Let's just go ahead and charge in there. Send the general in to help out. Let us win that battle more decisively. Ooh. You stop. Don't shoot over there.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, I clicked the wrong unit. That is bad. Alright, you guys reposition. Okay, you guys go ahead and start hitting these light units again. You lot come out and around. let the spears just kind of do their thing for now. Okay, decisive win out here. That's exactly what we need. Gonna have to send the cavalry in to fight there. Move up some spears to help out with that fight. Okay, these spears should hold well enough initially by themselves. Okay, make sure the artillery is hitting something worth hitting. Archers focus on their infantry units, I suppose, just because the artillery will have an easier time hitting cavalry that is stationary. Okay, we're not hitting any infantry right in front of ourselves, that is good. Okay, you guys go ahead and charge in there, we'll bring up another unit to fill this gap. General can take the fire for now, so that's not a problem. We need to take hardly any damage here, so our front line is going to need some help real soon, especially with these phalanx units. Go ahead and hit some of these retreating units, that should be fine. Okay, you guys charge into the back of that unit. Archers, what are you targeting? Hit their archers. What are these guys? Sparabara? Okay, not too much of a threat to my general. Keep a couple of units in reserve.
The battle is turning in our favor.
We need to wipe out as many of these guys as we can. Okay, we're gonna need some help with this unit real quick. Archers, you may just cease fire for a moment. Okay, you two may fire at will. Just start chasing stuff down. General, get over here. You guys pull out of that. We'll send another unit in to replace you. Just really don't want to be fighting phalanx units from the front. Archers, cease fire. Well, don't fire at will. I mean. Okay, cataphracts, do your thing. Spears, make sure you're not firing at will. Alright, we'll just let the rest of this play out. Looks like all of my units are still fairly healthy. Make sure the cavalry is actually doing something useful, and fast forward through the rest of this. Okay, I'll call that good for now. Yeah, because undoubtedly I'll have to chase them down some more. Yeah, my units all look like they stayed pretty healthy after that fight.
March! We fight for you, my lord. My lord. We fight for you, my lord.
Ready for battle.
I was debating back and forth between just leaving this army alone and going back to defend the other city, but with how weakened the garrison at Hecatompylos is, I don't even think it would be able to hold these guys off if it needed to. So I think it is wiser to just get rid of this army while I have the chance. Keep the artillery just right at the edge of our range, so that if they decide to sit still, I can hit them. But if they decide to charge, it gives me maximum time to load and fire the first volley.
We are at your command.
I don't really need to set up in such a defensive posture, but I think it is probably best to just try and absolutely minimize the damage I take, because there is a lot of fighting to be done in the near future. Okay, I'll kind of spread the artillery around across their units. Maybe have one put a couple of rounds into their cavalry and just see if we can land a hit. My horse archer's already firing. Sometimes I forget how insane their range is. Let's pull back in range of the rest of our missile units so that we can just quickly annihilate these units, instead of doing a roughly 1-to-1 skirmish. Let's just put things overwhelmingly in our favor. Alright, we're not going to have much luck trying to hit the cavalry now that it's moving, so let's just change to the infantry and let the archers do their thing. Go ahead and get the cavalry in position to run these guys down. I don't think it should matter, but I've been proven wrong before. Let the artillery just kind of do what it's going to do. These guys are taking a lot more missile fire than I expected them to. Don't want to get too close with the horse archers just because the artillery is fairly inaccurate.
Is dead.
Go ahead and continue. Make sure we're not going to massacre our own troops. Actually, you know what? These guys, the archers, can go ahead and take out the rest of this unit. Alright. And there we go, no casualties. That's what I like to see. Go ahead and ransom the captives again. And yeah, we do not have enough movement range to make it back to defend the other city, so we will just move to Hecatopolis and defend it. I'm not going to sit inside the settlement because the public order problems that creates are just not worth it. Okay, this is a siege force, so I want them to have skills related to that. Obviously not going to spend any money upgrading anything at Raga this turn, because I suspect I am about to lose that city. If I do, that will actually be very, very annoying, because I've invested quite a bit of money there. But that's what I get for making a mistake. Alright, down here, because of that movement penalty that just randomly appeared out of nowhere, I actually can't attack Gore with the Bearers of Truth, which is pretty frustrating to me. Because this is the army I would like to have leading the attack. I'm really not sure where the Indian armies went. I wonder if they're at war with anyone else that may have drawn their forces away. They're not. So where did their armies go? Well, since I'm not sure and I don't want to risk any overextension here, I want to be able to pull back to Charax if I need to. I'm going to just go ahead and raid this area.
On the move, my lord.
Try and boost my income a bit. Actually, I think what raiding does is it just reduces your upkeep rather than boosting your income, but anyway, that's semantics. It has the same effect.
My lord.
Still nothing to worry about coming from Greece. This general is ready for some more boosting, so let's get the Empire maintenance reduction. I don't need the public order as much with him right now. Did I have any construction completed this turn? Ekbatana and Raga. Alright. Ekbatana, absolutely, we want to keep improving our cultural conversion and public order. Go ahead and build up the Eastern Market for the food. How does this province not have enough food? Oh, I guess these farms don't produce much. They need to be leveled up some more, so let's go ahead and invest in one of them. Population surplus in Galatia, that is good. The rest of those don't really matter. I could save up a little bit longer, and you know what, I think that might be the right call, is just saving up for a bit and using this slot instead of the one at Iconion. But upgrading Ankara first so we can build another temple there, because we need more cultural conversion. Loyalty should still be fine. This fine young lad can get married now. And just continue his recruiting. Why did I get 1 unit of Armenian pikes in this army? Looking at this army composition right now makes my eyes hurt because it doesn't make any sense at all to me. Why would I get 1 unit of pikes? Did I have a reason for it? whatever, we'll worry about that later. Everything else, I believe, has been handled. Since we are defending Hecatompylos, we can go ahead and upgrade it as well. We've got plenty of money in the bank, so let's end the turn. And see if we can defend Raga. I am quite convinced that it's not going to happen, but we'll give it a go. Just leave me alone for one turn. Darn it. Wait, what's going on? Yes, they left me alone. Thank goodness. Wait a minute, I didn't just recruit one unit of pikemen. Duh, I thought these were the Thoreo spears, not the pikemen over here. Alright, I'm less confused about my choices now.
We fight for you, my lord. Ready for orders.
Alright, the first men would do fine against this army, but why not bring overwhelming force to bear because I have it available?
At once.
They should naturally retreat from this fight, but that will force them out of the encamped stance.
Great glory. Make haste, man.
And now we have our enemies cleared out of this area if we can deal with this army right now.
On the move, my lord. At your
Let's go ahead and move up, launch the attack, and
We fight for you, my lord.
you know what, I should probably end this episode here.
I'm afraid we cannot.
Alright, well, I'll end this episode here. We'll start off the next episode with that battle, and then we'll just continue working our way south and wiping our enemies off the face of the earth. Anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying. I plan on continuing this campaign. It just may be intermittent uploads. But anyway, you guys have a good one.